Columbus, Columbus. Take one. We're live. Okay, for a short while, and as life goes on, getting closer to the answers, we discover more, as we will find out together. Live now. Where am I going to hang this phone? Oh yeah, this is Timo's piece of shit bike. It's just got to have the Union jack. My airbrush is broken, so I'm either going to spray the Union jack going over that lizard. Over the skull is no real meaning. Maybe even just the tail end of the flag whipping at the back of the mudguard. The spider could be climbing on the stripes, or the other dragon under the tassels that he hates, that he said he'd be dead riding the bike with it, or this other Irish looking, one of the snails they got on their flags, and the Irish flag. Yeah, so I don't know. And that's what's going to happen if he drinks and he ends up going 80 kilometers an hour. He looks down and he sees that. Hopefully he'll stop and he'll have a cigarette and give someone a phone call. Yeah, just got to put the sissy bar on. I'm going to make it in wood, in rosewood. It's going to be a woody, baby. It's going to be a woody. Yeah, it's going to be a woody. I loosen Jethro. It's what your granddaddy does. So I do a lot of other things, trust me. I do a lot of other things. I'm busy with this. I'm busy with this. Here's one of the biggest secrets. Look how rusty this whole thing is. It's going to be one of the biggest secrets of the 21st century. And depends on whether I do it or not. Yeah, I like a Trump move. You get it. I did the chainsaw yesterday. I just got to put some lights up here and get the holder for this phone, so I don't have to hold the thing in my hand. I can let you guys stare at a drill press for 6 hours. At a vacuum cleaner. Let me get something. Where can I stick this thing? Just for now, I promise. I'll pull my snake bite venom off there. No, I still won't have enough space. I can put the meter on there. I can put the meter on that Velcro. And I'll stick this one on this Velcro. And then just change the camera around. Now, the snake venom is going to have to find a little piece of... that's another thing I've got to do. Jesus. I think I start with that one. That's what I start with. I start with that one. Stop raving, talking to myself. I thought you were making a YouTube channel. No, I look like a YouTube channelist. That skull. Maybe I put the spider web under the skull. Join them. Ah, the wood. I'm going to show you this. You got to see. You got to see, baby. This stuff that's growing down here is so slippery because of all the rain we've been having. And look at this. This is Johannesburg. Okay, so let me just stand this here. Okay, so let me just stand this here. Stand this here until I get. Oh, that's a nice view. At least it's on a decent bike. It's not a piece of shit bike. Let's go there. What are those things? I'll be alright. Don't worry. I must trash those curtains. Throw them in the dustbin. Two little birds at my doorstep. Marianas. Marianas. Cedric. Mariana. How do you say it? I'll say hi to you. I say, how are you? How are you? I was presented with my full colors. To go on the back of my leather. On the back of my leather, and apparently I'm applying for a club secretary, and I've got a 98% vote already. Yeah, no, it's cool. Full colors. Mayonara. Sounds like marinado. Cedric is very English. Cedric is very English. Yes. Okay, Julio. What am I doing? Let me sit down and let that thing work. And I can have a smoke break. So what I've got to do now is get that box into the bathroom. Then I can pull the chest of drawers out, drag that down the passage. Empty the chest of drawers into bags or into that tote. Then fix the sliding drawers. And then rearrange the other one. See, I've got quite a shitload to do. You'll see. The drawers are fucked. And you can't have drawers that don't work. That come on top of each other like dominoes. You got to pull all of them out to pull one drawer out, and then you got to put it all back in again. Yeah. So that is life, and I'm trying to fix this. It's my last ditch at this CD-ROM writer reader eraser. Last try before you hit the trash, my China. Let's see if Windows. It's working. This is Unix. No, not Unix. Not Unix. Lynn X. Withdraw. CNN. There's just war everywhere. War. Everywhere. Everywhere. It's just war, 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 war. I should just say, I'll guess the next Epstein's up. I'll guess the next Epstein down. And make billions and billions. I'll make billions, we'll make billions and billions. We'll be the winners. Only one winner. You know what I'm saying? Okay, who gives a fuck about live? I don't want to go live because of what is the actual reason? When someone declines going live, they're just shy? Or what are they? Actually, part of the Feel Fuck All Club as well. I'm actually the president of the Feel Fuck All Club. You can be the president. I feel fuck all. You get what I mean? Okay. So, what are we doing? Doing this thing to make me a bootable Windows disk. That's all I want. That's all my desires are. Is to get us the disk that we can reinstall Windows, for crying in a bucket. Let me check if all the doors are locked and closed. I don't want to have any dogs strolling in here and carting out my shit. Okay. Right. Singing sweet songs of melodies true and pure. This is a message for you. About a thing. Da, 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 da. And every little thing. Love working with copper wire when it's soft. Of course, when it's soft. When it's soft. I wonder how many eggs were taken today. I'll have to go and look. Okay, no. So, this fork came out staunch. Came out staunch. Look at it, it's got the, I just got to clean it up. It's got the brass filings all stuck to the epoxy. And this fork is in. See, this is a very special fork, this, for a special duty. It will become very clear very soon to you. Very clear, very soon. Okay. All right. What are we doing? First plug that. Okay, right. Everything is locked and loaded. All I need is a lighter. Wrong lighter. Ha ha. That's an honourable thing. So I'm going to write if I'm eligible for secretary. Then I must just put in my application straight away, because they say my chances of getting it is 98% of secretary. The secretary of the Old Fuckers Club. Beer for breakfast. That's their emblem. That's how they live. And they got skulls and them got wings. And I think on that tank, what we'll do is maybe give him one wing. We can't give him two wings on his skull. We'll give him one wing because we love him and we care about him, but we're not going to give him two wings. old fuckers club. You can have this badge, but on his bike it'll show the everything. Yeah. That's the story. You must behave on that bike. You don't drink excessively and then smoke marijuana, and then expect to be driving in a straight line, kinda. Okay, what is Pete Hegseth saying now? I'm an idiot. I agree with you too. Okay, it's just Elon Musk drops hints. What? Elon for cabinet? What do you mean? What are you talking about? They're all in this together, man. They're all having a laugh. But you know who's having the biggest laugh is Putin and Xi Jinping. Like, you understand what these people do? These people, you don't know what they do. And they, yeah. And we blame Putin. Yeah. And Piat. Oh, my godfather. How's this? The friend says to me, I must go live and do all the shit that I do. Is the one that, it's the first one, that he doesn't even want his voice to go live. Never mind about him, because I'm setting up interview boxes and the whole shit. You can pull signs at it, you can do whatever you want, you can act like a total toilet. You can act like these guys. You can act like these guys, yeah, at this cabinet meeting that I'm watching here. You can act like them if you want. And that's, I don't think you get worse behavior than what these cabinet members of the USA or whatever the fuck these guys are. That's how you can talk. All I need is a light. Yeah, I've got a light.
Communicate with law enforcement when you're pulled over and communicate what's on.
Can I say? Now I've got to worry about connection issues. It says I've got 2 bars. I mean, what about 2 bars don't you understand?
I said, Russell, don't send them any money. He said, but we have a court order that we have. So can you believe it? A judge. The judges are really hurting this country. Our judges.
Oh, yeah.
Justice Roberts.
Blame the racket. What are the golf?
But the judges
blame the golf clubs.
are really hurting this country. And frankly, the justices, the Supreme Court, has really hurt our
Blame
country.
the clubhouse owner.
No, I won't announce it. I mean, right now, you're talking about a deadline for doing some pretty big damage, even bigger than we've done.
I'll put
Well, I
my
will say,
projector in.
look, we have very substantial talks going on with respect to Iran, with the right people. You know, I told you about a present, right?
I must get this finished and put my projector in. I'm going to put my projector in against that wall. It's the biggest one. Shoot it from there.
They said to show you the fact that we're real and solid.
Of course, unless YouTube boots me, people can see what I'm doing.
8 big boats of oil.
8 boats of
2
oil.
days ago. And they'll sail up tomorrow. That was 3 days ago.
Up to where?
And
To
I
get
didn't
your
think much about
hummus
it.
juice.
And then I watched
Can
the
you
news
see
and
this
they said,
fucker?
a very good anchor, actually.
Very good.
Happened to be Fox.
Oh, yeah.
But I watched it, and he said,
Adelson's
something's
in there.
unusual happening.
And the
There are 8
Schmedelsons
boats
and the
that are
boys.
going right up the middle of the Hormuz Strait.
No, you can't really see.
8 big tankers are going loaded up with oil right through. And I said, well, I guess.
Put it like more this way. Pull this system out. Put it more this way, like it used to be. Let's see if it's gonna do the thing. I've got a microphone. Where's my
I
microphone?
guess they were right, and they were real. And I think they were Pakistani flagged. And
We don't need an amplifier. No. Let me try logging on again. I'm going to go up the house and see what is going on. This Wi-Fi is working fine. It's just skew, my brew.
I said, Russell, don't send him any money. He said, but
it's their money. You froze it.
don't send him any money. He said, but we have a court order that we have to.
You're talking about the Iranians. You froze their money. It's their money. Gaining interest in your bank. I just don't understand jack shit.
You know, cold-blooded killers, and they're in the net. But for that, and they did. They took him off. And the passengers, I see the interviews of people. They say these are nice people. One person said, "He's a very strong man, but he's a nice guy. He grabbed my bag. He helped the woman with a bag that she couldn't lift." And I'll tell you, I don't want to use the word rehab because there was nothing to rehab, but rehab from the press, you know, because the press is so tough on him. And these crooks in Minnesota, these crooked politicians and dirty cops, they're dirty politicians. Waltz is a dirty, crooked politician. Generals are crooked guys. No investigations, and I hope JD's going to do a great job. He's in charge of it now with somebody who's very talented. But I think it's easy stuff. They say $19 billion, think of it, is missing. You know, if we would solve half of the fraud problem, man, in this country, we'd have more than a balanced budget. We'd have a surplus. And in the case of $1 billion ship and you get hit by a mine, it's not the greatest thing in the world.
No. This one's a bit shitty, that.
So, if you think, the problem with that, that's not like you've decimated a military.
Look at his hands.
If you think there may be a mine, that's a bad thought, and it stops things up. How are we doing in that regard, Peter?
President, you're right. We have so heavily degraded coastal defense capabilities and
You're
naval
a big bully.
capabilities that any strategic or optional attempts to do those types of things are
Nothing strategical you've done.
And we continue to move over that. Now, whether Iran makes a wise choice or not to try to execute that is part of how this deal comes together. But
Hasn't got a wise bone in his body.
the military pressure that we're putting on them lessens their ability to really hold that militarily at issue.
I mean, the problem with the issue of the Hormuz Straits is this.
The Hormuz Straits.
As a military, no Air Force, very few rockets left.
Very few, eh? Yeah.
Hard to manufacture. Same thing with drones. The leadership is gone.
They're just getting started with their drones and their missiles.
Let's say we do a great job. We say we got 99%.
Yeah, good job, good job.
Because 1% is a missile going into the hull of a ship that cost $1 billion, right? So 1% is on we can't. If we do a 99% decimation, that's no good.
Statistically, you're wrong. You don't understand what percentage, how percentage works.
I could just say this: they want to make it. They want to make, and I probably hurt our little negotiation. It gives them a little impetus to say, "Well, I wish you didn't say that." But they said yesterday that we weren't negotiating with them, and now they admit that we were negotiating with them. So they want to make a deal. The reason they want to make a deal is they have been just beat to shit.
Are you taking control of Iran's oil?
It's an option. I mean, I wouldn't talk about it, but it's an option.
Is that something you thought about?
Well, in Venezuela, we've done very well working with Venezuela. Certainly, we've taken in billions and billions of dollars. And by the way, Venezuela is doing better right now than they've ever done in the history of their country. And it's sort of like a joint venture. But the United States has made a lot of money, Marco, right? With it. You want to talk about that for a second?
About Venezuela?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Venezuela in the first 2 months of this year generated more revenue from oil sales than they had most of all of last year. But the money's not being stolen anymore, and it's being held in a U.S. Treasury blocked account. And to the extent it's flowing to the Venezuelan government, it's going to help people, like fund hospitals, pay teachers. It's
And
not
we get a lot of it, and they got more than they have in many years. Think of it. We get a lot of it. We have a deal. We get a lot of it. We had 100.
Coming on my boombox and see if I get
Then I got him to pay 5%, which he should be at. And we had a lot of, oh, that was great, great.
Bluetooth. What does Bluetooth pick up? Picks up jack shit. And it should pick up this shit. Give it one more last try. Let's search the Yiddish are coming. I am there. Right now, hopefully. So, play this. The humorous war.
The military patrol.
Why are you not coming?
Watch out. Landmines ahead. Watch out. Landmines ahead. Watch out. Landmines ahead. Watch out. Landmines ahead. Look out. Shell holes 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 ahead. Hey, how far are we from the front lines? Hey, how far are we from the front lines? Hey, how far are we from the front lines? 10 miles. 10 miles. 10 miles? Then why are we whispering? Then why are we whispering? Then why are we whispering? I don't know about you boys, but I've got laryngitis.
Meeting at the White House. Mr. President, Mr. Nasser is here.
Good. Show him in.
Mr. Johnson, I am pleased to see you.
Well, I'm happy we could finally get together, Mr. Nasser.
Yes. I must apologize, but I've been on a world tour. So when I called from Venezuela yesterday and suggested that we meet halfway, I did not know there would be a problem.
What problem? I would have met you halfway.
You do not understand. Halfway is Miami Beach.
Well, that is a problem. Now, Mr. Nasser, we have many things to discuss. The situation in the Middle East, the canal, the oil companies. But first, did you hear the one about the new travel posters they're making? They say, visit Israel and see the pyramids. I beg your pardon. Now, before we begin, why don't we order lunch?
Very good, Mr. President.
How would you like a nice pastrami sandwich on rice?
No, thank you, Mr. Johnson. What are you having?
Well, I thought I might have some chitlins, a plate.
I must. Why won't it go on the blaster? Ah. Okay, now we got volume. Okie dokie.
Grits with red-eyed gravy, some black-eyed peas, and some hog jows and hominy.
I'll have the hot pastrami.
Well, Mr. Nasser, how is the situation in your country?
Not good, Mr. President. All year I've had nothing but tourists. For instance, this past March, I had trouble with sandstorms. April, I had the rebellion in Yemen. And in May, I spent most of the month trying to get Kosigan on the phone. May was terrible.
Mr. Nasser, how would you like to run a country with 200 million people? What could be worse?
June.
Battle in the desert. A June morning on the desert. 300,000 Egyptian infantry, 40,000 tanks and armored vehicles, the largest Egyptian fighting force ever amassed across the Sinai toward Israel. As they approach an enormous sand dune, a single Israeli soldier appears directly in front of them at the top of the dune. Hold it! Hello down there! Hold it! Please!
General Karuf, look, there's an Israeli soldier there at the top of the dune.
Yes, maybe we'd better see what's going on.
That's much better. Good morning, boys. Let me introduce myself. Private Feinberg, Israeli Army. How do you do? Now, General, if I were you right now, I would get all my boys together, make a gigantic U-turn, and go back to where you came from. And remember, you heard it here first. I'll give you exactly 3 minutes. Goodbye and good luck.
Who does that soldier think he's dealing with? Captain Abdul, take 4 of your